Hey, you guys! How are you? And how are you all the way back over there? As you guys know, it's me, Z, and I'm here with the panel of people, and we are going to react and review the new show. To me, it's a hit, House on Fire. How y'all doing today?
We doing,
We doing?
Good.
We good?
and
Hello,
we doing
beautiful
it well.
people. And we are.
Yeah.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Wow. My mom never used to let me watch that, listen to that song when I was little.
Because it was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
You're like, no, you're not listening to this. I liked it though.
I
But
bet you
anyway,
did.
I'm going to call you Big Daddies. Okay. Because I go right into it.
anyway, how y'all doing today? Everybody's good. Um, it's gonna be like we gonna talk whatever you want to do. Should we let the elephant out of the room or the bush queen out of the room? Is
Wait,
he
there are
on?
elephants here?
No, the bush queen in the show.
Oh,
Everybody,
Oh, we'll get to him when we talk about the antics, child.
oh,
We don't need to start in the best because that's gonna be the highlight of the day. I ain't gonna hold you.
oh.
'cause I didn't take no notes, but I
That's
remember
okay.
a character by character or star by star. Everybody is shining, by the way. Everybody is shining in this show to me. I love it. I love Chanel. Chanel's my favorite.
Oh,
Okay, so we'll start with how did the episode start?
How did it
I don't
start?
remember how it started. Well, I'm gonna go with what I remember. So
oh boy, that's a recipe for disaster.
don't do that. Don't do that. So what I remember is AJ comes over to the house to help Chanel.
That's like in the middle of the episode.
That's what I
Right,
remember.
like,
I'm
like
still mad. I
that's
did
why I
That's
told you.
a whole review and I was on mute the whole time and I had to put it up. Listen, I'm still in my feelings. Still in my damn feelings. Okay.
I remember Lena putting other people' business in the street and AJ and his foolishness. Them the only three things that happened all episode, but it was good.
It was good. I
Okay,
remember.
that part because that's literally all that happened, and it was still
Well,
Literally.
great.
everybody had like the only person to me that didn't really say anything was Lolita. But they talked about, like you said, Brooklyn was talking about transitioning. But there was also a part where father was who he was talking to. Was it Brooklyn?
Like,
Was it Brooklyn he was talking to
There
about?
was a conversation, but I do believe we began with Brooklyn telling
Telling
Lo,
Lolita and Chanel
not
she was
Lolita,
transitioning.
not Lolita, Tati,
It was Tati
Tati,
telling
I'm
actually.
sorry, not
Chanel that she
you're
was
That's the
right.
one that
transitioning.
Tati.
said.
Yeah, she
She
did
let
that.
them know that she was not going to tell anyone yet because she wasn't necessarily ready to transition over from one category to another because in ballroom, as you can tell, based and correct me if I'm wrong here, D. When you have your whatever your gender identity is, whatever you set for your identity,
Mhm.
that is the category you have to walk. So, like me,
That is.
I would
Mhm.
always have to walk a drags category no matter what, I have to walk drags unless I'm not giving Angela. If I'm looking like Juwanza, then I can walk a Butch Queen category. But if I
Mhm.
look like this picture, I have to
Mhm.
walk drags category because
That's
that's what I am at the
Does that
time.
not feel very restrictive for a queer based
no, because there's
But
thing?
different
it,
levels to it. Like for
I,
instance, I actually seen a battle where it was supposed to be Femme Queen. Femme Queen is the trans girl, and the person was twirling and doing all this. All you see is the titty shifting. They turn off the music and be like, "Listen, such and such and such. This is a Femme Queen performance battle. Show us your titties, your drags, child."
and it makes sense for me. It's just
But
like,
wait.
but
What if
Abby,
you in the beginning of your transition and you don't have titties yet?
then
So
you just
you
need to wait, sweetheart,
But he
doll
wasn't
baby.
transition. But okay, if you are saying that you a femme queen, say you a femme queen. You over there doing Brooklyn. If you're not saying that you femme, you saying that you're butch queen up in drags. You're lying. If you
Right.
identify as femme, you have to do it.
And the thing about it is, Abby, these aren't tryout. We're not over here trying out stuff. We're not over here for you to play out your fantasy. These are this people take not drag, but people take ballroom very serious. If you
Seriously.
going over here to compete, baby, we need you to be finished product. We're not over here for you to be testing the waters and trying stuff out. The other reason why it makes sense for them to keep people to certain things, because then you end up with shit like Got Mick and that whole clusterfuck that we got going on. We got Mick where they applaud her on looking feminine when actually you understand what I'm saying? Like she gets, celebrated for being feminine when you were a woman who transitioned to a man who's now impersonating a woman, and now my mind is blown every time I see that. So that's kind. It just wouldn't be fair to the people who are legitimately in those categories if they did not keep it the way that it's supposed to be.
But see, now they have categories where it's OTA, open to all. Where if I want, say I want to walk realness, I could walk realness against a trans woman because it's open to all. But if it's just specifically butch queen realness, sis, why you over here dressed like a man? You're not a butch queen. Go sit down somewhere. That's what it
Also,
is.
Abby, also now there are some scenes, like I know for the Kiki scene, they have categories that are more less restrictive, like they have gender
Yeah.
nonconforming face or gender nonconforming, for different other things. But with the ballroom, like the mainstream scene, you also got to remember there's such a high level of money. They have to be able to have clear cut rules on what's what where. Because the reality is there are certain things and certain movements that femme queens can and cannot do that like butch queens can do. There are certain
Okay.
things that like us in drag, like if I'm in drags and they know I'm padded. Now, granted, if I'm in ballroom, I'm probably not gonna pad the way I do for my stage shows, but the way I would hit a dip in drags would be a little bit different than the butch queens because I want to have less availability due to restrictions in what I'm wearing. Same thing with the femme queens. There are certain things that are acceptable because we know them girls not trying to pop a titty or a hip, all that, so they're not gonna bust it. So some of the dips might be augmented for that performance style, and because that's what it's supposed to be, I don't mean you segregate it, but it's
They
separated.
yeah, I don't want to say segregated. They do the same thing. Is it okay if I say cisgendered here? Is anybody offended by that?
Mm-mm. I'm not. It doesn't bother me.
Okay. Same thing with cisgender women. There's what's the category called? Is it called? It's called. I think it's called women, where they have the cis women, just cis, no trans women in there.
Yep,
It's
women's performance.
women's. Thank you, women's performance.
Hmm.
They don't no
Okay.
trans women, just the cisgender women.
Got it.
But it's
Okay.
more like for the.
So
But continue.
My
I don't started to play the show so I can understand. I can remember because I know I'm old. What happened? So we started at the cookout, and AJ was talking real
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
spicy,
see,
god.
OJ was
excited,
see.
right in front of Lorenzo. And before they could be a big brouhaha, here comes Chanel talk about some how y'all got a cookout with burgers and ain't no mayo. What the hell going on? Where's the mustard for this hot dog? And then Yusuf come out talk about she's like, what kind of cookout is this with burgers with no mayo? He was like, what about the food that was at your cookout? And she was like, be grateful there was food at the thing. He and then talk about the man cook like he at the prison. And then they call a little mini house meeting to the table so they could talk about what happened at the ball, at the latex ball. And Brooklyn says she tired of winning and winning and winning, which okay, you young and
I
stupid.
didn't
So
even
that
get it.
that makes all right. All right. And then
I
AJ comes over to the table and speaks out of turn because he is not a part of the house. And Exotic
doing a lot for a prospect.
and tell him, go and sit your ass down somewhere. This is not a conversation for you. which I really feel like is him checking him for what he said to him in front of his boyfriend a few minutes ago when Chanel was there.
Which he should have
And
did that prior to. He was a little late with that
He
checking.
should have been. Mm-hmm.
he's not gonna check him.
Agreed.
But he was a little late because I would
We
have
gonna check. We not gonna check him because AJ is not the maid.
Hey, mate.
Hey, May.
AJ is not the maid.
dry ass mac and
You
cheese.
can't
Dog,
find
that
him
dry ass
because
Mike and
he's
Chase
not
comment
the
took me
maid.
out.
Come on, Larry. I need you to understand
Listen,
that AJ is not the maid.
listen. Loofah Sponge does not even understand that they have already moved his position has already been moved. Okay,
No, Losalana
lozenges
has
has
not gotten
already
in.
been repositioned.
That
AJ,
won't your man. That won't never your man. And first of all, can we let's put a little caveat into this conversation because Luca was already married when he met Exotic and jumped out of the relationship with his husband to jump in with Exotic.
but the thing about it is the reason that liver spots need to check exotic is because
He is
if,
officially the Q of the season.
if
Oh,
they dated 9 years ago, an exotic can so easily be entrenched with this guy all up in his face. Y'all already was having issues, even though y'all tried to paint it as, oh, we're living with each other to see how this works, and this bitch easily came in and infiltrated. Ladybug, you're supposed to be whooping her ass right now.
Lando Calrissian is not going to do anything to that man. Okay, he does not care. He's not going to help. He's not going to have no parts of it. He just like it's giving at this point, Lando, just make it a threesome. Because
I need Lily
you already
to
let him
understand that even if it's not AJ, it is never going to be you. Sugar.
Go ahead, kiss my cheek.
Correct.
Go ahead, kiss my cheek.
Correct. What made me get there was how Exotic explained it, because he said our relationship broke up because I wanted to be with you and you weren't ready. He never made it seem like he did something wrong. He was too young, but he just said, I wanted you and you weren't ready. So now that this man, I don't care if it's 9 years later, saying that he ready, it seemed like Exotic ready to jump back into that good old thing. And the fact that he will not check this man in front of his man.
You should, right? He should have checked. Listen, he should have,
because he can only check him
a long time ago.
Because when AJ said, "But I know what he likes," and Lucas was over there talking about trying to say you know him better than I do, and AJ said, "I know what he likes."
Here's the thing.
No, go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
Nobody tell me in front of my man that you know what his likes, and I'm trying to say you know him better than I do, and you repeat, "I know what he likes," because you're gonna be swallowing some teeth right after that sentence. I don't.
And
But
Teddy and Angela, tell me
that's
it's not
should
true.
bust him in his mouth.
He does what a lot of the girls do. When I'm paying you attention, you don't want to be around. But when I turn around and go to somebody else, all of a sudden you want me. The girls do this all the time. What did Paris say? Bush Queen, Bush Queen, Bush Queen.
It was giving.
That's what he is.
Listen, Land of the Lost lost it
I love that show. Oh my God.
when that young man said, "Oh, I know him," and you know, Land O'Lakes Butter said, "Oh, but I know him," and he said, "Oh, you know 2.0. I know the real him." That was when you were supposed to gather that bitch. That's where it was.
There were too many moments, and I'm a non-violent type. I am a non-violent type of person, right?
Me too.
There were too many moments where hands should have been laid.
Listen,
I don't really believe
should
it
have
like that.
balled up
There
his
were
fist
ways, not Lucian,
and busted that fool right in his head. Because who you talking to?
Legon seemed like a punk. Legon seemed like a
Lucius
punk. He needs to go do something.
Not Lucius.
Lucius
Come
would
on.
have blown up his head last when that man said you over here dressing like me because we got on matching necklaces. That was
Both
the
of y'all
first
look
pop in the
shitty.
mouth right there.
Baby.
Lucius been letting too much slack.
But
Well,
and
no,
AJ
right.
not giving that though. AJ, you a punk. You a bush
No,
queen.
okay.
You
No, no,
gotta
no, no,
beat your
no.
ass.
But
Wait.
AJ, no, when you touch me, that's when, because Lollipops sat there and let AJ touch that chain on both of them. He touched the chain on Exotic first,
And did you see
and
how he
then
touched Exotic
and
though?
then he touched, the chain on
Because the way he
licorice
touched
sticks.
Exotic, he touched Exotic out of
Linguini is better than
control.
me. Linguini. Girl,
Lord.
you need to get a damn pulse. Listen, that man is flirting in your man's face, girl.
And my
Girl,
thing
what
is,
you
here's my
doing?
thing. If I was
And
if
on that couch,
if I am
Lego
lasagna,
was on that couch looking. Mhm.
child.
Well, I said Legos, but he sat there watching them.
I said legumes,
I
like
would have stood
legumes.
up. What are we talking about over here? What is the
Because if
conversation over here? Not,
because
I'm
if
not
I'm
sitting in the
lasagna,
corner.
see, if I'm lasagna, I'm making like that middle noodle, baby. I'm turning to my man, getting in the middle of this, and saying, "What are you allowing to happen in my face?" That
But
being said, I'm gonna add a caveat here, and this might be just me. I'm low key living for AJ being so messy in their face.
but here's the deal, Angela. Here's
It is messy.
even if I say I'm not a violent person, now is not the time or place. When Exotic and Lace
To
Front
tell
Wig went over there and had dinner by themselves, and it was brought up, baby.
It would have
That's
went
even if
down.
you say I don't want to do this here because I know you here with your family and I don't want to make a scene.
Mm-mm.
When we were by ourselves, baby, I would have laid you out and you kiki with it.
Exactly.
You tried to act like it was
Exactly.
cute and all of that. Baby, no man, we're not this.
Right.
I'm with
Lactose.
you. My problem
Listen.
is that man face every time he flirting with you. Like, why are you so happy every time he flirt with you in your man's face?
Who
It be
because he
different.
lactose?
want him.
Lactose
No,
fat?
exotic. It be one thing if
No,
while y'all are like
Exotic
working and stuff.
wants him.
It'd be different if exotic, like while y'all are just working together and he do a little flirting and you smile a little bit because y'all have a little history. That would make sense. Like whatever, a little history. Baby, you are giving full on grinning, like how you are eating this
Right.
energy up in
Mm-hmm.
front of your man.
And right in
He
front of
likes
Lake
it.
Lanier.
Because
Right.
baby, I'm not even because if I'm lactose intolerant, I'm not even mad at the boyfriend. I mean, I'm not
Exactly.
even mad at AJ. I'm looking over
Oh,
here
not
at exactly like
Listen, Lucy's.
what's going on.
But the thing is,
Oh
I
God.
really
a girl, listen,
listen. I really think Latavia is counting on exotic to
Not
be like, "No, this is me and my
the
man,
last
and
one.
I'm not." And he waiting for him to speak up and say something.
but listen,
But
But
if we're being
I'm gonna say
honest,
something.
he wait on exotic. Yeah.
but if we're being honest, I feel like part of this has to be for the show because even when
Down.
you look at how the other members of the house have allowed him to overstep over and over and over, I feel like I don't know. It just seemed, and
But
maybe
he
he's
also had
casted on
something
the
to do
show.
with the
I don't know.
house if he was with exotic before.
but
If
that's
he
the
and
thing.
Exotic
Like,
were in a relationship, if AJ and Exotic were in a relationship before, how long has Exotic been in the house? If he's been in the house for years upon years upon years, then he has to have a previous relationship with those people.
He
It's not
has
like
to.
he came out. You know what I'm
he
saying?
probably has to, especially with father. But what I don't understand, with AJ, if you're a prospect, you're doing all of this. Y'all allowing him to sit down at meetings and talk. No,
Hmm.
I'm a prospect for a house. You think I could? I'm not even in the group chat, bitch.
You're not even in the room when we haven't.
Exactly.
You're also
How
not.
how I know from about practices? Somebody in the group chat will tell me when they remember.
And this is how I know like certain things are being done for television because this
Exactly.
conversation right here screamed this was television, because there's no way y'all actually started a real conversation about Real House stuff in front of
In
him
front of him.
on purpose. You didn't. We
Exactly.
know this. And this is where my television, this is where we just know better comes in. However, the way it went down was so good that I really didn't even care no more. but
We
but
did.
we knew this conversation was
You know,
fabricated for the show.
I
No
can't wait to
shade,
see them at OTA. I mean that the latex ball. I'm gonna cuss AJ ass out.
baby. Ooh, child. One of them gonna see this and they not gonna know no better. They gonna
They
think we actually
not.
don't. Baby,
Yeah.
Lorenz Tate gonna think we actually don't like him.
Listen, you leave lip
Oh,
gloss
no.
alone. But then here's the thing: we don't hate lip
And that
gloss. Lip
was
gloss is just a palm.
But listen, my
that's
heart
it.
really goes out to Left Eye Lopez because you are literally sitting up here getting embarrassed on
Hmm.
a show without, and the show is really catching traction, and
It
you are
is.
literally getting embarrassed by this man.
Hey, exotic, sir. If
Like
you're
the attention.
listening, I really hope that you bought him a big ring. Do you hear me? A big one,
You
a
think they was close
diamond
together?
or six. Cause but you got to do something. You gonna have to do something for this man because you got him out here on the internet looking
Looking crazy.
crazy,
Yeah.
Looking crazy.
But
and
a lot of
you look even crazier, sir, because your face does not hide anything. It is showing how much you're eating this up. So I hope that you, baby, I hope you done been on your knees every day
Mm.
since this show done came out, sir.
Oh
At
wow.
least 3 times a day, and with a
yeah,
gift every time. Because there's no way
Doubt
I
it.
could never stay with somebody that let
Like,
me
you
look that
know, good and
crazy.
damn well, Lululemon is not getting no goddamn gift. So I don't even know what you said that
Right.
for.
but
Right.
You
listen,
ain't get no gift.
I will say this: it is played up for television, but the girls do give this. I have seen or had friends where
Yeah.
there be in relationships and somebody trying to holler at either one, and instead of you be like, okay, no disrespect, this is my whatever, they smiling in the person's face because they like the attention. The girls do
Mm-hmm.
this.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, clearly they do this. Like, that's the thing. Exotic's face does not give made for television. It gives for real. Like, he for real is enjoying this. That's why I
It
said
does.
you owe him good gifts or something or some good throat because
And like I
you are
said,
enjoying
now
this on TV.
I do understand the magical world of television and the editing room floor, and it may be a situation where they'll edit a smile or a laugh in places where there really wasn't a smile and a laugh. That may be the case, but baby, if that's the case, this ain't this ain't looking good.
Maybe once or twice, but this is every time AJ is in his face, he get the same face, and we all know that face. That is the okay. You making me tingle a little bit on the inside.
And the other part about it is for Yusef to be so, hardcore, straight and narrow. And this is the person who you are recommending, and you just allowing him to just nilly willy do all of this craziness. You look crazy, Yusef, to me. And if I'm one of the kids, I'm going to you and say, wait a minute, you got us, jumping through hoops, making sure we follow all of these rules, and you got a prospect over here just running roughshod through the streets with reckless abandon.
Not
Okay,
even a housemate, a prospect. He
A
doing,
prospect.
not am I the
girl.
only
Let
one
me
who
let me.
thought that Yusuf was doing a little too much when he was mad at AJ for helping her film?
No, I get. Yet I understand
You mean
exactly
mad at
because if
Chanel?
they
He was mad
he was
at
mad at AJ.
AJ for
He was
help
Oh,
for
for
mad at
helping
both of them
Chanel film.
actually.
Okay.
But
right
I
now they
understand it.
said, but not to be fair, she shouldn't. And I'll give Chanel this. She did a good TV situation. She led into it and said,
Hmm.
"Well, he was over helping me, with my
Yeah.
OnlyFans." And Yusuf eyes got big. You were what? And he was like, "Well, I was just filming it." But he was still so mad. I was like, "Sorry, he just held
No,
the camera
It
with
did sound
another
like
person
you
in the
were saying
room."
that she blew his back out. It did sound like
Oh, it
she
did
it
sound
did.
like that.
he blew
It
But
his
did
that's
back
because
out.
Chanel is good at what she does.
but that's I love Chanel. But listen, that's the thing too. If we're all in a house, right? I can't be having relations with Kiss My Cheeks. We brother and sister. What are you
Right,
doing? It's supposed to
right.
be a house. You're not supposed. So even with the whole AJ and exotic thing, why is my ex in the same house as me? Why is he a prospect? He should not be thought of to be in the
Hmm.
same house.
And that should be rules that you establish for him as a prospect. Hey, bro, we don't have none of that here. Don't come over here with that energy. We
Hmm.
don't play by that. We don't feed into
Lord.
that. And the first time, see, Yusuf was supposed to go through this. He should have said the first time I see you even remotely acting like you flirting with Exotic, playing those games, that's it. You're done because we don't have that in our house. But you're over here just allowing this to fester, allowing it to grow legs. People see it. This shit looks crazy.
So, somebody in the chat, Vontae Vibes, said it's giving Exotic and Lymph Node are not
Ooh.
in a relationship and maybe bumping booties at most for the cameras. And you want to know what,
I
Vontae?
think
You know
so.
what, Vontae? I
Mm,
also have said this too, that their relationship
Hmm.
is fake. It is not real. And that AJ and
mm.
Exotic are actually together. And they're just doing all of this for cameras.
I think
Because
so.
now I
Or
do
are they
think that
still
I'm gonna
together?
ask
That was
Lolita.
too good. Are they still
now
together? Is the question.
Somebody go to Exotic's
Instagram page.
Instagram and you know and see if Lorna Pork is still on there.
Listen, I don't think
I
he's
hope it
dating loose
ain't
cigarettes. Loose cigarettes don't give me that he's in a relationship with Exotic. I'm sorry.
Mm. Abby, are you doing that research? I know Abby is over there on the
I
Instagram already.
definitely I'm
I have
already
a
looking.
question. So my internet is back up. How do I get out of here without ending the live?
Just exit. It won't end until you actually press it. Just put leave
Right,
studio.
that's where is that? All I see is end, and I don't want to touch that.
No, you should have a leave studio
Where is? I don't see that.
on your phone.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh,
Is it
I tell
Oh,
more?
you right now. Hold on, I got you.
so
I got you. If you
I'm on
go,
Exotic's page. I see
Okay.
no
What's his
boyfriend.
Hmm?
What's his
His is
Instagram?
it's the underscore Hilton.
Oh, okay, I saw that.
I said this backstage last week, but I might as well say it on here. Y'all think Exotic had work in the face?
I don't care.
I don't think he doesn't. He
I
doesn't
don't
look
care,
like he
but it
did.
just looks
Maybe he
like
maybe
it.
had some fillers at the most, but he doesn't look like he's had
Possible.
serious
Yeah.
work. What you may have to do is me is just press back on the browser on your phone, and it'll
Okay.
take you out instead of ending the live. There you go.
Yep. There you go. Yeah. I don't.
Um,
I don't think he's had work done. I
yeah,
mean, he's
it don't look
beautiful.
like he's at work.
I think it's just his
Maybe
face.
at the most
I don't
fillers.
see Larry the Lobster when I look yesterday.
Yeah. I don't see. And here's the
I
thing.
don't.
I'm looking at pictures from the premiere.
I
Um.
don't see.
The ain't no way you have me on television looking this crazy and I'm not in the premiere pictures. Um.
Right.
So I'm looking at the group shot from the premiere pictures. I see in
Mm.
order Mr. Wonderful, Lena, Lolita, Exotic, Yusuf, Brooklyn, Tati, Chanel, and AJ. Literally everybody except for Lobster
Not
Bisque.
they shouldn't do that to Leaky Booty. Leaky Booty don't
But
deserve that.
He's not
but
really a
he
cast
never.
member. He's just Exotic's boyfriend.
But
Yeah,
you're
he's
still
not a
on
main
the
cast
show,
member. I
and you
never
should be
seen
at the
any of the
premiere.
promos.
I mean, he
Right.
probably was
Do you know
there.
Lorenzo's name? Can we go to Lorenzo's? What's his?
I mean, yeah,
What's his?
no, no. I mean, to be fair, he was probably
He's
there. He just not
okay.
in their picture.
Lit.
We like him. We just feel bad for Lip Balm.
Yeah,
Is that what you called
Right.
him, Lip Balm?
lip
I
balm.
said lip gloss.
Oh,
You could say lip balm.
either way, we feel. I just
Listen,
feel
Lemony Sniggins is okay to me. He and all that.
not Lemony
I
Snicket,
would
Lord.
choose him over AJ.
Yeah,
See,
AJ look. Shut up, shut
He
up,
done
see,
shut
a
up.
I
I'm
lot
not
of
think,
gonna say
see,
it
solo.
here. I'm not gonna say what he remind me of here.
see, I think AJ is attractive. I also don't
He
mind.
is,
I kind of
but
like this level of go getter. I just don't like this level of messy go getter.
mm-hmm.
Um, but
And
I am
his
perusing through the
and his
Instagram and there's no
messiness,
boyfriend.
his messiness is gratuitous for no reason. It's intentional, deliberate, and gratuitous for no reason. If you're going to be messy like that, at least try to, cloak it, be covert. Don't try and be intentional and deliberate. And like I said, if I'm Lion King, I'm just not finna sit back here and let you embarrass me like this. I'm just saying, it's just not going down like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I think he probably didn't because looking at Exotic's Instagram, baby, I'm scrolling. That man is nowhere to be found.
Oh, none
Okay,
of it.
Barry, baby,
Not
he is nowhere. I'm all the way back to January
Maybe they broke up.
2022.
If they said y'all are dead ass researching, that is crazy.
Y'all,
Well,
you
I
know,
mean,
back to
this is
January 2022. Oh
I'm
wow.
just scrolling, like just haphazardly sitting here scrolling. Yeah, he's
and
nowhere to be
wasn't this shot
found.
in 22? So he's
It,
not
it
even around
Yeah,
when this
he
was
probably not.
shot.
Oh wow.
It was
Oh
shot
wait,
in
I found
summer
him.
He gonna
Wait,
2022.
hold up, I found him.
Oh, what's the
What's
So
the
date?
he is
date?
on. It's back on. This is back in 2020, bitch. I
Oh,
found
look.
him in
Oh,
2020.
that's all in the pandemic.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
Yeah, he nowhere.
giving
I mean, well,
fabrications and
maybe
falsehoods.
Exotic don't put him on his Instagram. Have we looked at
I'm
Where's
on really
Lacrosse's? Anybody's on Lacrosse's
Instagram.
IG?
I'm
Wait,
on
did you?
I'm on Lenithia's IG
Okay,
right now.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any sign of exotic?
Oh,
Oh,
what's his Instagram?
oh wow.
said no.
So
Well,
it's
let's just say
giving
they get a
not no
season 2 and
relationship
season
for
3.
soliciting posts.
It's giving. Remember that man said we were best friends for 5 years. We started dating for 2. Lorenz had been married. Girl, y'all wasn't dating. Y'all was just shacking up, and it's okay.
But it was always a red flag when you say that y'all was friends first. I don't
I don't
date
think
my
that's a red
friends.
flag. I don't think that's a red
But what's
flag.
I
the
don't like
9
that.
years? He said something about 9 years.
But
We was
so
best friends.
AJ was 9 years ago. Like him and AJ broke up 9 years ago.
Well, they was children probably because Exotic I think is like 31, 32.
That's what he told us.
Incorrect.
That's what Exotic told
Exotic
us.
is 37.
Oh, that makes more
Okay.
sense.
38.
That makes more sense.
I saw a 37-year-old birthday post while I was scrolling. Hold on.
Okay, so
Wait,
there's
let's
a
see.
post from June 1st.
Oh no,
Where
he's 39.
Okay.
they're renovating
How old
their
is father?
So they
Yusuf,
still
I mean,
live
Yusuf
together.
look his age. What you mean? That's no
But what
shade.
is
Like he
it?
looks distinguished. Like I don't know how old he is, but he looks like he about 45, 50. And there's
Well,
no
how old is
shade.
AJ?
I mean,
Do we
AJ
know
probably
how
close to 42.
AJ give me close to 40. He gives me close to
AJ?
40.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, they definitely all, and you got to remember these
that
are
voice at 40
established.
though. That voice is a little boy's voice.
Like you got to remember these are like when you talking about these mainstream houses, these are established
Yeah.
adults
Oh,
for the
they've
most
been around
part.
for a long time. Lena is
Brooklyn,
like in her early 30s.
Brooklyn being
Lena,
17,
whatever her name is.
yeah, Brooklyn being 17, she an outlier being that young and being like
She got to be
known.
21 at least by now.
By now she's 21, but at the time, she was
She
very,
was
very
like
young.
she was like 19 when she was on Legendary.
Yeah.
Anything else about this 3-0 or whatever the heck it is?
The
Anything else?
threesome.
No, I thought somebody said they saw Limp Peen on June 1st on somebody's Instagram or
Yes,
something.
on Leviticus's IG on June the 1st, there's a video of Exotic and him doing renovating their kitchen and expanding the deck to their home.
See, I was right. It could be a situation where Exotic, for whatever
What's his
reason,
Instagram?
does not put anybody on his Instagram, and maybe he might have 2 Instagrams.
He
may
does.
have
I just found his Andre interior designing Instagram.
Okay.
FBI.
Y'all better be over.
It's
I
because
ain't mad
the
at it.
situation is so crazy. We just want to know how the fuck this is actually happening. How is this happening in our faces? Because in the real world, this would never go down.
I think we all missed our calling.
Somebody will get their ass beat in real life. Like it doesn't make any sense to the girls. The girls like to fight. I'm sorry. It don't matter how old you
But
is.
either way, shout out to all of the people. Like no shade.
I love all
to everybody because y'all are giving that look. I haven't been this invested into looking into a television show in a very long time.
Yeah,
okay,
right. What it reminds me of the let out at the club. This is the let out at the club, right? A ball. That's what it is.
Uh,
Drama.
now what happened? What else? Because I mean, that's really all that
Y'all
happened
want
in
to talk
this.
about Lena? Y'all want to talk
Oh,
about
Oh,
another
let,
Memphis
first
you.
of
queen?
Oh,
all,
yeah. We got. Yeah, I have
oh
lots to
girl,
say. Oh,
yes,
baby.
God, Lena's a mess.
Oh, you.
She's a mess. I see exactly.
Before we get
I
into
see
Lena, before we
exactly.
get into
Wait. Yeah.
can we just go up one time for Chanel's pride outfit? I love that rainbow netted dress with the
With
X's
the
on
X's on
her
her
titties.
titties.
Yes.
Oh, I
That shit
love
Yo,
was
that.
sickening.
she looked.
I
She
love
looked
that.
good.
That shit
I
was
listened.
sickening. Oh man.
I'm
Hey, hear you,
backstage. I'm
D.
gonna say something. I'm gonna say it backstage.
Ooh,
Okay.
I mean, they looked good. I
I
feel
mean,
like
I'll
this.
say it in the I'll say it in the chat
In the
Yeah, put it
backstage.
in
private
the
chat.
But
private
Put it in the
chat.
private chat.
If it's not
oh,
that
where
bad,
do
I'll
I
just
find
say,
that?
oh,
Where's the pro?
oh,
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm grandpa mode. I'm sorry.
okay. If you're not in the private
But I
chat,
just
you're
want
only
to talk
getting
about her
half the
outfit.
story.
Mm.
He's done. Forgive me, Jesus.
You know,
I
sometimes
also
you
want
just
to
gotta.
let the record show. I did go to that other AJ, I mean exotic IG. I didn't see the Loch Ness monster on there.
I did not
I
either.
I didn't see him on that one either.
I
But
saw
he is on. You know.
2023 in
But
January
he's posted on the
on
other guys, stuff.
Okay.
on Laredo's IG.
Anything else about Limp Biscuit and the crew?
Nope.
Or that's it.
I don't think we really
Yeah,
can exhaust
Louisiana
how much
hotcakes
we
done ran
think.
out.
Right.
You
Okay,
know.
Lena,
I know
another
I had
L word.
to run out because I'm an old lady, but we discussed the fact that I feel like Yusuf is doing the most and putting 10 on 20 in regards to AJ helping Chanel with her OnlyFans. Like,
And
No,
and he
did we just
was.
discuss that?
We slid
Yeah.
through it. We slid up
like
around
I
it.
don't I don't think
I don't
so.
understand what is the issue. It's not like they were fucking. He took some pictures.
It's
Like,
not like they were
So
fucking, but he's a prospect. Why are you going to her house to film OnlyFans content? If we're family,
but
what are you doing
that
there?
wasn't the pretense of him going over there. She
What?
invited him
What? No,
over.
But
I
that's the
thought
way
it
it was
was. I thought
reported.
she
that
said she
was why
invited
she.
him. She
No, she
said she
invited him
invited
over to
him.
talk to him about. She started off with what happened at the cookout,
No,
and
but
then
what I'm no,
no,
Ebby. Before she
listen to
started off talking to him,
she
but
asked
before he came,
no,
she said, "I invited
no,
him to help me with my
on the
OnlyFans."
sofa. She asked him if he would help her with her OnlyFans.
Right. So what
I
it is,
thought
what
she
it is
invited
that
him over there
Chanel.
to
So what it is Chanel is actually really, 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 really great at doing green screens. What happens is Chanel tells us in her green screen what her plan was, even if it's not what actually happened. So when she invited him over, her intention in inviting him over was to have him help with that. But she probably didn't text him and say that. She probably said, "Hey, would you come over? I'm just
and
working
film
on
the
a little thing or
scene.
whatever, whatever. And I just need your help a little bit, but it's nothing too crazy. And we can talk about what happened at the whoop de whoop."
I would venture to guess that if AJ was down for the cause, he absolutely would have had a scene on that goddamn OnlyFans with Chanel. I promise you.
I don't
You
think
think he like
AJ
women's?
I don't think
I don't
AJ
know. I'm
like
not saying
female
AJ.
figure.
I'm not saying AJ like is into our transition. I'm saying if AJ came there and gave the slightest inclination that he would be willing to be on that OnlyFans, baby, it would have went down. Which
Yeah,
goes back to what D was saying, which is I don't think that's supposed to happen. And if
it's
it did
not.
happen, Chanel, I got my eye on you, Chanel, because you knew.
To know
But
the people in
wait.
the house
No. This
before
goes back to Chanel.
you go in the house.
No,
Aren't you
you
supposed to
no,
develop relationships with them?
Yes, but
no.
not like that. If we're supposed to be
Yeah,
brother,
that
Auntie Abby, like let's say we're all in a house, right? And me and you were house brother and sister. Why am I going to your place to film OnlyFans content? Think of it like that. And he's a
especially when you
prospect.
don't do
He's
that.
on
Um,
probation right now, basically, to be in a house, and he's horrible at
I
it.
guess
He's horrible at it.
see, I
And
guess I see it
wait a minute.
differently.
I didn't ask anybody to come do anything, so please stop yelling.
I guess I see it differently because house or not, like this is this is how she earns her keep. Like this is not a
Okay,
hobby.
but
This wasn't. So I can understand. I can
If
understand
I
no,
that.
but
ask you
Angela,
Only
she
fans
already
content.
earns her living that way. She don't need no goddamn AJ to help her film no fucking OnlyFans.
I
She
mean,
do the shit all of the goddamn
agree.
time.
This shit. Look at.
The
Okay.
thing
Period.
about it is,
I
no, the
look.
reason I got my eye on Chanel is you knew that was going to be a problem when you brought it up. And you brought it up anyway, because there wouldn't have been a way for them to know unless you bring it up until the show came out. Up naturally until the show came out. But if I'm staying within the confines of not breaking the fourth wall, Yusuf wouldn't have known that unless you brought it up, because AJ didn't bring it up. Chanel brought it up, which was messy Chanel, and that got AJ in trouble. And she tried to say, "Oh, but it wasn't like that."
Now
The
I
damage
will
was
say
already
the
done.
way that she presented it created way more damage than what probably could have been. And
That's
to
why I
that,
say I got my eye on you,
I agree
Chanel.
with you on that because she very much could have said very differently. Hey, me and AJ was hanging out, whatever, and he helped me with a little project, whoop de whoop, and left it right there. Or she could have said, he helped me film a project. He was my cameraman for a project. And then if Yusuf had a dug, then he might have been upset with it. But at least he would have dug in knowing that that boy only held the camera. Now, what I will agree to is Chanel put 10 on 20 and made it
Mm-hmm.
seem like they filmed a scene together
They
versus
Mhm.
him
did.
just holding a camera. Because had she said, he came and stood there and held the camera for me so I could get some extra shots, it would have been a very different situation then. AJ
Yep.
came over and helped me with my OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I agree
I
with.
remember she got a crush on him too. So
She
she
did.
probably
I,
She
wants
I,
to
said
show
it.
yeah.
off.
She
She
do,
said
but
he's
he made
nice
it.
to look at. He cute. She
But
likes
he
him.
made
She's
it.
attracted
But
to him.
she flirted with him in that one episode, and he made it fairly clear that why he there and he into the Butch Queens. Also, keep in mind, this is also the same person that he flat out confided, "I'm here for that man's over there.
He did. He did tell Chanel,
Yes,
I'm going to steal him
I'm
from."
going to get him." So I don't think Chanel is interested in that because she knows if he even trying to get
She may
somewhere,
not be
it's not him.
interested, but she may like the flirt, and I'll explain.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's
I
just a
want to
flirty
explain. I
person in
don't think I can
general.
explain it on here.
But you know, some of our trans sisters are flirty anyway. That comes with the
Okay,
territory.
I
They're
you
don't.
said
flirty.
it basically. You said exactly what I was gonna say
I don't think
because
she.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's
they
just a
have
flirt
And
in
they
been.
don't mind
general.
flirting with a good butch
They
queen. And
don't
if that butch
mind. There's
queen,
been.
if that butch queen bat his eye a little too hard or a little too soft, and they think they got a chance, they will pounce.
Mhm,
Please be clear.
they
They
will. They
will
will.
They
They're
pounce.
will.
very. They know what they want. Like that has happened to me where our trans sisters would try to talk to me. Even I'll be like, no, I don't like girls, cis or trans, and they would still try to flirt with me, even though they
Hmm.
know. And that's how
They
they
don't care.
are. It's no disrespect. It's just that's what she's
That's just the
giving.
nature of the
Like
beast.
I think the
Is
storylines are kind of for the TV, but the situations are real.
am I? Is it just me? Am I the only one who does not feel that Chanel is being like the way Chanel flirts with AJ is nothing like it doesn't feel like the same level of flirt as what he does with Exotic.
Oh,
No, his is
it
more
absolutely is
playful. His
not.
is
It
villainous.
absolutely is not.
She's playful. His is villainous. His he's
Hmm.
out to get that man regardless. She's just having a little fun. She's like a
And here's
cat
the
with a
sad
little
part.
mouse
Here's the
playing
sad
around with.
part. If everything worked out and AJ was able to get Exotic 3 months in, he will want no parts of him again. I promise you,
Yeah,
that's how that
Oh,
shit
I
works.
believe that too. I believe he just wants him because he can't have him.
Mm-hmm.
because he watching
That's what
somebody else
people.
have
That's
it.
what people do. Like that's what people
Mm-hmm.
do. That's what people do. Are we still talking about Lana? Because we
Oh, we
we
forgot all
talking
about
about Lana.
Lena.
Oh yeah, Lena.
Let's lay
Listen,
into this. So here, let's
Lena
set the
ain't shit.
scene.
That bitch ain't
Let
shit.
let's set the scene.
The bitch ain't shit.
Brooklyn
That's the
came and
scene. That's setting
confided
the
something
scene.
in you and immediately said, "Please don't tell anybody."
No, but even before we get there, Angela, let's talk about how she even interacted with even after her interacting with um Brooklyn.
Brooke,
She's very off-putting. She's very like, oh, I'm here and you're
and you're
not there.
Was
And
it?
she
yeah
tried to conflate it to, oh, you need to know your history. I don't think it had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I think it was everything about her
You think
setting the
she did?
pecking order and letting her
mhm.
know, bitch, I'm here. and you're there. And even when I was your age, I was still much better than you are right now. And
I
I didn't
think
like that.
But
she sees Brooklyn as a
the
threat.
one comment about knowing your history, she wasn't wrong.
She wasn't wrong.
She
But
wasn't
no,
wrong.
but here's the
No,
deal. No, no, she was.
She
I'm gonna
was
tell you why
she
she
was
was
wrong
wrong.
in
No,
context.
She can
she,
be condescending. She can be all of those
mm-mm,
things.
Ebby,
Two
Ebby,
things
she
can be
was
true at
wrong.
the
Let me tell
same
you
time.
exactly why. Let me tell you exactly
How
why
is
she
she
was wrong.
wrong? How is y'all
She's
telling
wrong
her?
because no.
No, no,
Let me help
no,
you.
no. Let
Listen,
me ask the
I'm a,
question first before you give the answer. Can't answer until you get the question. How is she wrong by telling this girl, if you want to do this thing as a career, you need to study those who came before you in this particular career, especially the girls who are just like you. The
I'm
blue,
glad you asked.
the blue part, the blue. She can be condescending. She can be
Okay,
nasty.
you've asked your question. Can I answer? Because
But
you
then
added
what she
commentary
told
now.
that girl about learning her history, about the trans girls who came before her, she's absolutely correct.
I'm gonna tell you why she's wrong. She's
Why?
wrong.
Okay, sure.
Let me tell you. Let me explain to you why she's wrong. The
Okay.
overall, she may not be wrong, but the way she went about it, she was wrong. Because in our community, it's
I could have
very
sworn
sparse information that you can go and get sometimes to find out who these people are. And if you are an elder or somebody in that house and you are somebody who she sought after and she looked to, your job is to impart in them. Your job is to say, hey, you need to go and learn your history. Let me help you with this. Let me teach you about so and so, or at least say, let me tell you some names. Go look these people up, or let me show you where you can go and find out information on these people because this will help you in your walk. But for her to ceremoniously, after the fact, she didn't even do it in her face. After the fact, after she was no longer talking to her, trying to be like, oh, well, she need to know. She need to know you sometimes you have to walk people, especially in our community, because it's not as easy as to say, girl, just go to the library, girl, just go to Google. It's not that easily accessible. And as an elder, we owe it to the next generation to tell our stories, to make sure that we pass it along. Because sometimes, being honest, even if you do go and find it, it's either parceled or it may be revisionist history, or it may not be the real story. So she owes that to her. Don't tell her, oh, you just supposed to know, because that's not how that works in our community. It's not that easy. That's why she's wrong.
She's still not
I
wrong.
want to say that lady was being
Don't worry.
condescending because her very first question was, "Who's your favorite supermodel?" And Brooklyn didn't have a clue. She didn't know anybody. She didn't know Beverly Johnson. She didn't know Naomi Campbell. So she did. Lena should have known for sure. She know the first black trans supermodel. So after that first question, to me, the rest of those questions were kind of condescending because as a mother, if I already know you don't know question number one, let me try to teach you to get to question number three. And
Mhm.
then in the very next scene, Lena is talking shit about everybody. I'm the original. They're copying off of me. So Lena was dead wrong the entire time. She probably wanted to be helpful, but she thinks she's all that. And I'm not trying to say she's not, because she's very successful, but that's not how you treat people that you're trying to pour into.
That's true. I definitely agree with what Kiss My Cheeks is saying. And even if she didn't know the people, you could teach her.
That
Tell
part.
her who the
Right.
people
That's
are.
the
Tell her
point that
who to
I'm
go
making.
Google.
But I have a question too,
And
real
here's the
quick.
thing. Here's the
I
thing.
have a question. Was
Like,
there food in that damn picnic?
child, I don't
I don't
remember.
think I saw
It
no
was
I
food.
went
I don't
no.
think I
I
saw
don't think
no
I
food.
saw no food either.
I
I
ain't
saw
seen
no
I
no
food.
saw
food on
some
that
rice,
damn
rice.
picnic.
I think
I
what
don't
really
believe there
tripped
was
me
any
out.
food. I don't
Well,
believe there was any food, and
I
that would
don't
have
think
been
There
there
me.
wasn't.
was.
Probably would ask you a bunch of
It was
questions.
some
How
drinks.
you
He had
invite me
some
to a
drinks out.
picnic and ain't no damn
There was
food at the
drinks.
picnic?
That was
I
about it.
probably treat you bad too. Now
I
listen,
mean, here's my
you
thing. I
brought us
guess.
out to sit with the bugs
Uh,
and drink some hot drink that ain't even got no ice. Oh no, ma'am. No,
Here,
ma'am.
Not the
here's
hot
my
drink.
thing. Is it
But
kind of
here's
tripped
the
me
thing.
out?
Here's
There
the
was a
thing.
few.
You got to have some level of, you really want this. Like, I've been studying this. I know this. This is what I want to do. Like Kiss My Cheeks said, She couldn't even tell you who her favorite supermodel is. It just that's just off gate, not trans, not straight, cisgender, not nothing.
We'll just pick
You
one.
don't know any black supermodels? Tyra, Naomi.
Well, let's be clear. The
Nobody.
woman 2.5 seconds ago just announced that she was transitioning, and now you want her to be able to give you a dissertation on the entirety of the history of every trans woman that's been in fashion. I mean, girl.
She didn't. Well, she wasn't asking for the whole list. She just asked her for her favorite model. Like, she said, who is your favorite model?
No. She asked her about, did she know the history of the trans models?
That was also asked. That was another question.
That was
the first question she asked her was, who's your favorite supermodel? And Brooklyn just kind of looked at her. Now, past that, I do thought it was it was a little too much. What really for me though set it off.
If you want to be in this particular genre of, you want to be a model, you want to be on Vogue, you want to do all these different types of things. Are you reading Vogue magazine? Who's your favorite designer? But like, that'd be like to walk for.
Let's just be clear. That is not you asking me the history of or who's my favorite model. That's not a prerequisite for you to be a model, for you to make waves in modeling, or for you to get your first break. Because I guarantee you, because I guarantee you, when Lena took her ass to do a goddamn photo shoot, they didn't say, "Well, can you tell me who is your favorite trans model?" Let's just be honest.
Stop. We're working from a deficit, and you know that, and you know we have to do 3 times as much to get half as far. So yes, unfortunately, she does need to have some form of what is going to happen and what's going on and who's.
And if you don't want to help her do that, you ain't shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, we agree.
You're not trying to advance the cause. She's not here for advancing the cause of trans people. She's here for herself. That's it.
I feel like two things. I feel like these two things are the same, because I think we're agreeing that one. I mean, the reality is, if you're going to go into any profession whatsoever, that would be like me as a drag queen, not knowing any other drag queens before I got started, not knowing who anyone was, or taking the time to even look at the art and see what people actually are doing in the art and in the profession currently, and not just on television, but at least in the for real working world. There should be some level of prior knowledge to a profession that you're trying to jump into, right?
But I guarantee you, Angela, when you first got into the industry, the older drag queens said, "Hey, baby, let me show you this. Hey, baby, you need to learn this.
On the other
hey,
side
baby,
of it,
let
they
me help
should
you
be
with
helping.
this."
But at the same token, had I showed up and showed that I put no effort whatsoever into showing up, but I just walked in the door, not knowing a single thing, not taking the time to learn at least the basics, like, hey, we supposed to lip sync, right? People will be looking at me like, do you really care about this? Are you actually interested, or are you just kind of toying around in it? So,
but we can't escape the fact that some people do start off that way. You understand what I'm saying? That's how
fine, but not every teacher wants to teach that person, and I think that's fair. Because I don't either. I'm not interested in teaching the person who wants to just haphazardly do it.
Right.
I had somebody who asked me to be their drag mother, and they were just trying to tiptoe and haphazardly do drag. And I told them absolutely not. I'm not interested in working with somebody who is not interested in this for real, who is not willing to put that level of care into it. I ain't saying you got to be the most padded out, bodied down queen. I just want you to care more than, I'm only going to try this or practice this or look at this when I might get booked.
And let's remember, Lena wants back into this family. Remember, that's the whole part to all of this.
Now that part, and Lena, this whole conversation should have been you giving this girl all the help she was supposed to. Now that I agree with
you. That's why I say this whole situation, ma'am, you're coming in this.
I mean, we're really not talking about the real offense, because the real offense was the fact that Lena went and ran her mouth to AJ of all people, and said,
"Well,
basically read Brooklyn,
which is weird. Like, I didn't know they were friends."
My thing was when not exotic. Geez, I just thinking about something else. When Brooklyn told Chanel and Tati, she made it a point to say, "I'm really not telling anybody," because I don't want. But when she told Lena, I don't remember her, having that amount of discretion. I think I remember her just saying, "Hey, I'm transitioning." I don't remember her saying, I'm not. I haven't told
I
anybody
think
yet, and I'm not
No,
trying to
she
tell anybody.
I think she did.
No, she explicitly told her she was not
Because
putting it
I
out
don't
there yet.
remember her saying that the
Because
same
she
way
asked
with
her if Exotic knew. She didn't get asked for it, but
Said
she
I
with Lena,
only told two people.
and I'm not telling
Brooklyn
anyone
said I
else yet.
only
But
told
my
Chanel.
point is, I don't remember her saying I'm not telling anybody. I think she told him I only told Tati and Chanel, and I don't think that Lena
She
was
did.
being
No, she
I don't
explicitly
think
told Lena not to
She
say
told her that
nothing.
she did not to say anything.
She explicitly told her. That's why I was so
Mhm.
viscerally angry when she did.
I
Because
don't
she
remember. I'm gonna have to go back
explicitly
and
told
watch
that
that
lady
part
not
because
to say nothing.
that's why I wasn't as mad about it because I don't remember her telling Lena not to tell anybody.
Nah, she told that lady explicitly not to
She
say
did.
nothing.
She did. But my thing is, Brooklyn, why you trust? Like you just met this girl. How you know? I know you're young, but me personally, I just met you. I'm not gonna tell you I don't know you. And then even in her confessionals, Brooklyn's like, I don't like Lena. I don't trust her. So why you telling
That's
her your
not what she
business?
said. That's not what she had said at the time. Actually, we've gotten the same confession from her. They asked her the same question, actually, Brooklyn, and they've asked her now 2 or 3 times talking about uh do you get any weird vibes from Lena? Because we've heard Brooklyn awkwardly be like, I don't get any weird vibes from Lena, but it clearly sounds like a lie.
It does. Um, what else happened? Did we talk about the whole Tati talking to father about her being like kind of scared to walk another category? That's why she didn't walk her.
I thought she talked to somebody else
She talked
about
to a
that.
therapist.
Yeah, I don't remember her
Oh yeah,
talking
she
to
did talk
Yusuf
to a therapist.
about
I know.
that. I don't remember her talking to Yusuf about that.
I think
And
did
I
she?
don't even think that's a hard conversation for her to have with
No.
Yusuf. I think that that's just she's making too much of that situation. To me, I
No,
don't see
because it
that.
could no, because it could coincide with her transness.
But what I'm
Maybe
saying
that's
is,
what
if
I'm.
she's saying, "Listen, I don't," I think that, or at least from what I'm gathering, it looks like she was saying, "Listen, I'm still either healing or I'm not quite yet ready to, go in like I always did, and I ain't comfortable in that category yet. So I'd rather just sit out." I think that's a conversation that she should be able to have with Yusuf because it's worse now with you just not doing anything.
I feel like I wonder if maybe she wanted to get some help in terms of her own confidence in terms of getting some therapy for it, because I mean, if anyone's ever seen clips of her in the voguing scene, you would never, like, this person we're watching on TV now makes no sense. Like, watching her Vogue, you would be like, oh girl, you scared to walk out for what? Like, girl, how? Right?
Daredevil.
Like, in what world are you
But that's why I say
afraid?
I feel like it may be something she may not be totally
But she
healed
said
yet, or she may be having some issues,
I mean,
health
she
wise
said
with
that.
her body.
I feel like she said that surgery. I feel like it's more of a mental thing. Also, like, I'm not gonna say that the surgery stuff is not happening, because clearly she said it happened. So we're not gonna act like it's not happening. But I feel like that might be more of a mental thing, because I couldn't imagine being the top of the game, like be literally the top. Like, when people talk about Femme Queen performance, like your name was the only one that was spoken for like 5 years. Like, it was just you. Like, you was that girl. Everybody was scared of you. To step away and then to have to walk back on the stage would probably be terrifying.
Okay, could I sidebar point of order? I just rewatched the scene at the picnic with them two. That girl never said, "Don't tell nobody."
Okay.
That's what that's what I thought. I
She
don't
never said
remember her
it.
saying, "Don't tell nobody."
She
She
said, "I'm
said
keeping."
that.
point.
Well, her
She said,
rant
"I'm
on
keeping secrets.
Instagram
I'm
made
full of
no
secrets,"
sense.
but never at no point did she tell that girl,
If that's
"Don't
the
tell
case,
nobody."
Brooklyn, why you on Instagram getting mad at Lena then?
Right, because that's
I
why I wasn't
mean,
as mad at Lena about that, because I was like, I don't remember her saying,
the way Lena
"Don't."
went about it though was real
It was still
shady.
raggedy.
It
How?
was rag, because
If
she was like, because you
Even
I
told
when
that
feel like
man.
I feel like it
My
came
thing
off.
is that Lena knew that Exotic and Yusuf did not know, because
That's
the
not your
baby girl
business to
then said, I've
tell.
only told Chanel and then Tati and now you. So she knew that they didn't know at that point at the picnic. Now, if she still, you know, if those are your parents, like they supposed to be your parents, then they knew. They just wait, just like I knew. I was just waiting for you to tell me.
Which
I
is
feel
fine,
like,
but
For
it
her
but I
wasn't
to
feel
have
Lena's
like
that
place to
conversation, and
say it.
she didn't come out and be like, "Oh, you know, she's trans now," and blah 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 blah.
that's the
She
point that I'm trying
said,
to make. I
but
don't
she
feel
said
like
it's girl,
Lena
and
went into that
yes, for the
conversation
girls like us.
maliciously.
She
I
said,
don't think
"Girls like
Lena
us."
went
That's
into that
all she said.
conversation.
She didn't come to sit you down. She's like, "I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this now, because we know you're gonna be upset." But the baby is trans. That's
But
not
what
what
I'm
she
saying,
did.
Ebby, is I don't think that woman went into that maliciously saying, "Oh,
I
let,"
don't think so
like you
either.
said.
I don't
I
think so
think
either.
it might have just come out haphazardly in a conversation when they were talking about, "Hey,
Mhm.
I met with Brooklyn the other day." Because remember,
That girls like
she
us
didn't come out.
comment
Hold
was
on, if you
intentional.
remember, Exotic said she didn't come out and say she was trans. She said something of reference us or
She said the girls like,
She's
she said,
like
well,
the girls
it's
girls like
different with the
us,
girls like us.
and he took that to mean,
That he
oh,
well,
knew what
she
it
never
meant.
had
like
that
us.
before.
Right. So it wasn't like even Lena said, "Oh, the girl out here trans." She just referenced,
Nah, whether she referenced it or not, she outed that girl before she was ready.
I,
Period.
I just don't see it that
Like
way.
at the end of the day, she did. Because
She
the thing
kind of
is,
did.
that was Brooklyn's moment to be able to have with Exotic.
Yeah.
To be able to have, because I think what really bothered me about it was then to have to watch Exotic approach Brooklyn and be like, so Lena just said this. And it was like, that sucks.
Girl, let's be honest. You in the house, you already told two people in the house, baby. You might as well have done told the whole house. Let's just be real. This is the gay world, honey. And
I mean,
so,
now
if
that
you
agreed.
are delusional enough, Brooklyn, to think that you can tell somebody that and nobody gonna find out, and your parents not gonna find out, girl, you're delusional. You're delusional. And that's Lena notwithstanding. I'm just being honest.
I know I don't really like how the way Lena referenced Brooklyn when she was talking to AJ about her meeting with Brooklyn. I was like, "Ooh, you being kind of nasty, bitch. What's this about?"
What was she nasty about?
Because she was saying Brooklyn, she was like, I met with her, but she got a lot to do. She got a lot to learn. She don't really know nothing. Like she was kind of
I
reading
was gonna
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
say
she not that part. She was out of order.
She was
no,
out
I
of
was
order.
I don't understand. I don't wait. Pause. So you mad she told the truth?
But no,
It was. Here's my thing: is reading her like that to a prospect was crazy.
That wasn't reading her. That was telling the truth
What?
about the
Yeah,
situation.
that was her reading. That was absolutely her reading her. She
That was a
absolutely
read.
was reading her. Let's just be clear.
Baby, she
She
read her
wasn't over there trying
down.
to be. This wasn't her truth telling. This was her being shady
she's just
She
and
confident
read
going
that
that
girl
in.
she's
down.
better than everybody else. That's what she gives, whether she does it on purpose or not. That's what she gives. Like she's better than everybody else,
Ooh.
and everybody is at her feet. That's what she gives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, later read her down
Share them.
to
Share.
yeah, later read her down to AJ. That was the way it was just the way it came out. Because here's the thing: there's a big difference between yeah, we sat down, we talked about some things. She did let me know that she was interested in modeling, but she might need to get a little background work in first, before she steps into. That's one thing. She's like, yeah, we sat down, but I don't really know because the girl don't really know nothing. She don't know nothing about her history. She don't know nothing about this. She just getting started. She don't know nothing. Like she was. Oh, she read
That's
her
why
down.
they call you a shit mother. Because look at how you
She
talking
read
about
her
them.
down. Because here's my thing: if I'm Brooklyn, I would be upset to see that.
Like nothing we've seen of Lena says motherly, parental, or anything at all. Like you are a shit mother, and the purpose of you coming back into the house is what?
Not a mother. She's not a mother.
No, but what I'm saying is, even if you're not a
That part.
mother, if we're all family, we need to support each other. We need to uplift each other. We need to do the things that we need to do to help the other person, get better. Not tear
Agreed.
people down, not be over here in the corner like, girl, that bitch ain't shit. She ain't never gonna be shit. Girl, I don't know why she even trying. That's basically what she said.
I want to pause real quick and just say happy birthday to Danny. His birthday was over the weekend.
Happy birthday, Danny.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, we singing a song about it?
But yeah, here's the thing. I don't necessarily disagree with the things that Lena said. I just don't like how the way she's coming across makes everything that much worse. It makes
I
everything
could come right out in my real sympathy. I could come out and say, girl, my sister's stupid as hell. I don't know what. They're gonna make straight D's and F's. And she probably gonna be doing fries down to the McDonald's. And that might be true. Or
that's still a read.
I could say, girl, my sister have a few challenges. We working with her. And I'm trying to help her. I'm a teacher. I'm trying to work with her
that part
through some of her challenges.
Lena gave the first one.
Comes out real different.
Lena gave the first one.
Right.
She did it.
Girl, who is this bitch?
Who is the? Yeah, it was very much who is this bitch trying to do which also
she very much gave this bitch is delusional.
And
this is not for her.
I mean, it coincides with
okay. So I'm not crazy because that's what it
gave.
gave. It very much gave Lena going, "Why are you here?"
Right.
It very much that whole scene. That's why here in Brooklyn say, "I didn't get any bad vibes from Lena." It's it's so contrived because, girl, you're reading this off a cue card. I did. Either that or Lena had a job lined up for her and she had to keep it cute. Think about someone in your field talking about they want not having no knowledge. Yeah, I know I'm with you because I said the same thing about me with drag. Don't come to me and say you want to be a drag queen and you don't know what Miss Continental is. What are we doing? How? I want to be a drag queen. I've never seen a clip of a single girl lip syncing on anywhere. Huh? How? I mean, Teddy, imagine somebody coming to want to be a teacher and they ain't never been in school before. You ain't even experienced
it happens all the time. You'll be surprised. It happens all the time.
And Teddy, are you a fan of those kind of teachers?
I'm not, but
okay. Okay.
Things happen.
Anything about Miss Lena?
I mean, I think we said it. That's it. I mean, she does her big one in her own respect, but since it's a family, she need to have what is her last name? Lena what? Bloom? She go ahead and just have the House of Bloom and be a part of it by yourself, and you will be all set.
Ross was in this episode.
Who?
Ross
Nor.
Yeah, he was. He was barely in it.
Ross Nor.
Mad about that boy.
Naomi was not Naomi. Lolita made me laugh though this episode when Father was like, I don't know about this prospect. She goes, mm-hmm. She was like, eating that chick. Whatever she was like, mm-hmm.
But Lolita said it before. She said
about her.
She's the voice of reason and the peacemaker, and she very much gives that because while they was in all that chaos, she was just sitting there like, okay, no, and then when she realized, and then the moment AJ stepped too far, she went, well, and she just backed up.
I mean, we spoke about AJ.
Great. We want to hear. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we spoke a long time about him.
A long time.
He
caught it all. And it's unfortunate that Louisiana hot sauce had to catch all the real reads.
because Louisiana Purchase is not giving what needs to be given.
Listen, y'all are.
That's because Laurie Seasoning Salt is not actually a member of the cast.
Listen,
I feel bad for Lipstick Alley. Let's just be clear.
Lady Liberty, listen, Lady Liberty, because listen, if I'm dating somebody and somebody else is flirting with them, oh, you gonna get two in the face. I'm sorry.
Dear Lorenzo, please understand that this means that you are one of our favorite, not favorite, least favorite, but favorite cast members because we playing with you, friend. But we also need you to either.
Don't like you. No, that's
I said that's what I said. I said favorite, least favorite, but not really the favorite. Friend, we need you to step up, or your man need to step out. Well, actually, he probably did step out on you, but
he probably already gone. He gone.
Anyway, hey,
I think that's it, right?
that was the whole episode.
It was really
The
good.
episode.
I'm loving this show. I can't wait to see them at the latex ball. I don't know if I could get to them, but
I thought they already went to the latex ball.
That was
no,
2 years
like
ago.
the new, like the one that's in real life that's
okay.
coming in 2 weeks.
Okay,
I know, you know they're gonna be there.
Of
You know
course.
they're gonna be there. And if I see Lolita, I will speak to her again.
Too.
Listen, I just want to go to watch Yusef call all them damn labels again, because that part is what
I
got
don't
me.
agree.
Oh, Abby, that
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
yeah, Abby, that labels category is the T. Okay, because people come in there and they will announce and they be going off. Okay?
Now I think Diego will give Blah. I think
he was boring. Hell,
He was born on Legendary.
Yeah,
he was born on Legendary.
he was pretty for about 5 seconds, and that's no shade because the man is gorgeous.
He has a nice body to me, but his face ain't all that to me. Yeah,
I think we talked about this before.
And he lets it get to his head.
I think he's conventionally attractive.
I mean, he gives me 3.75 inches, so I can't do nothing with all of that, all of the muscles and 3.75. Or actually, he gives me bottom, and you really will have to get out my bed. You can't even give me verse. I mean, really? I mean, I don't want you to give me verse with 3.75, so that's a whole different story. I'm just saying.
Anyway, not every week is Target. Not dead.
Now my iPad decided. Now my iPad decided to just go do its own thing.
All right. Everybody. So we're done for the episode, right? I don't think there's anything.
Wait,
else
who be at Target? Who's at Target?
Diego. Be at Target. My question is he always with his white friends?
Oh, blue.
Or is he working?
Diego, Dora's cousin, Diego.
No, Diego from Legendary.
From Legendary.
In the house of Miyake Mugler.
He's the body. He's body.
The body one. The one with the body.
Got it. Okay.
That lost to Dro. You lost to Dro in the body category, and that's fine because Dro is everything. But
well, that's also because you had hyper masculinistic, misogynistic Tyson Beckford judging that episode.
No, he wasn't on that season.
Oh, was it not that season?
No.
Oh,
he
I'm still mad. I will still never forgive Tyson for chopping Jazul like that. I will never forgive.
No, it wasn't Tyson. It was
Was that
Tyler Perry?
That wasn't Law.
Law chopped Jazul. He did.
Was that Law?
Yes, because then he went to Megan was like, "How did you chop him?" He said he didn't even believe himself, and he chopped him because of that.
That's okay.
But Law. I like Law now, but Law on that show, I couldn't deal with him.
Well, that's because none of them really knew what to do, so they were all like trying to figure out a good television situation in a space they don't belong. Ooh. Hey, Jamila, never knew why you were there.
I mean, because
it was her show.
Then she
I don't know how many times I gotta say that.
I mean, I know why she was there, but like that was one of the moments, Jamila, you could have did that shit from the background, girl.
I don't have to do it from the background.
Oh, that's
my show.
Anyway, El Teddy, you want to tell the people where to find you?
On the bathroom wall, with my phone number. No,
I'm sure there's plenty of them with it there. I'm sure you got plenty of
them. Good time. No, I'm El Teddy 27 official on YouTube and Instagram, and on Twitter I'm El Teddy 27. Find me doing all of the things. If you see me, look for me, and if you don't see me, then don't look for me. How about that?
Period.
Kiss my cheeks. What about you? Oh, she on the phone. Damn.
I'm done now. Okay. Everywhere is Kiss My Cheeks TV, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow me there. Me and Abby will be back when we doing Sunday gonna be Bridgerton Part 2, Not My Damn Brother, and Monday will be House of Dragons.
Bridgerton, because she for some odd reason she's Team Eloise because she likes to have inappropriate relationships that are weird with her.
I haven't watched season 2. I may
she's
not
one
watch
of those she's one of those mothers from the Am I the Asshole story. Is when the mother-in-law just be
not Am I the Asshole.
Shout out to Charlotte Dobre.
I'm trying to bring her out of it before
Angela
her son go no contact with her ass because she doing too much.
Damn.
Miss Angela.
Well, I don't know nothing about that no contact order, but for me, you can find me, and come see me over on Angela Rashay on YouTube as well as Instagram, where you can find me posting about me doing drag in real life. I'm trying to do my big one here in the good old Pride Month. I'm trying to keep up with videos, but bear with me. We're also planning a move. So my apartment is completely, destroyed and not film ready, which is why I'm never on camera because spacing. But we're working on it. I'm gonna have my own space. I'm excited. So keep on the lookout for me.
Okay. Well, you can find me everywhere at Every Reviews and the real Every Reviews on IG or Every Reviews 2. Find me tomorrow night with a straight man as we talk about Jason Dallas and Stylish. I would like to say happy gay pride to all of my friends because you gay and stuff.
Y'all real gay. Y'all real gay.
I sent that video to my best friend on the 1st of June.
Listen, I woke up to like 8 people sending me that video June 1st. I said, oh my God. But as you guys know, you guys can find me here on the House of D, as well as this Sunday at 8 p.m. we going live with this review thing that I do. Would it come up? Okay. So it's called Movie Madness with D and the Girlie.
It's so much fun.
Weekend, we're gonna Talk about Pariah. This month we're doing all like gay pride type movies, and El Teddy was a guest last week and he will be returning this week. It was so much fun. Sir, did you watch the movie again?
I did. I watched it yesterday and I'm gonna watch it again tomorrow. I'm gonna watch it again tomorrow, so I have all my notes.
It's
because
so good.
When I watched it again yesterday, it took me back because I haven't seen it in a few years, but it took me back to all of the great stuff about that movie. So I'm so excited to watch it again tomorrow. Great movie. It's even better now watching it again after all these years. So yeah.
It's for me, it's relatable. It made me cry a bit, but I'm definitely gonna watch it probably later again tonight. As well as for this Pride Month, I'm doing like a vlog series. Last week I was at where was I? I was at Queens Pride. This week I'm at Brooklyn Pride. So look out for that video Sunday. As well as I've been doing a lot of like music shorts. Like I've been reacting to like all the music and stuff that's been coming up and putting it on my shorts. And I've been getting a lot of views and a lot of people that have been contacting me. So yeah. That's it for me. Tomorrow, ain't we doing Drag Race?
I don't know.
I think so.
Channel.
I don't think so.
I don't know who's. I'm not sure either.
We almost never know whose channel, but you were supposed to do it on the weekend.
Who did it the last time?
I did. I want to say we're back around to really be.
I was gonna say that too. I was thinking.
I hope it's not my turn. Is it my turn? Oh dear God.
I think you did it already. No.
I mean, I think we're on episode 6.
No, I don't think I did. I don't think I've
episode
done
6, so it is El Teddy.
Yeah, because I don't think I've done the
I went first.
I don't think I've done All Stars.
Yeah, or if it's episode 6, so because I just did episode 5, so it have to be. There's one person who hasn't done it yet, so that would be.
Oh dear God, so that would be me. God of mercy. Okay, that's fine. Busy day for me tomorrow. Silly Saturday tomorrow at noon. Catch me at noon tomorrow. Silly Saturday. It's gonna be insanity.
Not insanity.
I mean, it's called Silly Saturday. It ain't gonna be on Sunday, so.
It has been. It's been Silly Saturday on a Monday before.
It has been Silly Saturday on a Monday. It has.
That's crazy.
And I'm
But
here for
anyway,
it no matter whenever it happens.
But yeah, we'll
remember
be
to like,
tomorrow at
comment,
noon.
and subscribe to everybody that's here, not just me, but everybody that's here. Cause we are a family, a
Like a
giant.
giant tree,
Unlike
reaching
AJ
up
and
to
his
the sky.
ass.
I know I like that house of Mugler.
Yeah, because baby, they over there giving incestuous.
Child, listen, anyway, I'll talk to y'all people later. Peace.
Later.